Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another SEC team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, just think of the list of all the running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking downfield, it's White. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The sure hands. It's Thomas. Well, he is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the quarterback gets him.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw it again. Hot over the middle. It's Simmons. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Handoff to the back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Send the back in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting the tone early on offense. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Snags the quick throw. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype in the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Hudson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the Tigers are in the red zone now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Scanning the field. It's White. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. This time a completion. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Here's the handoff. They make the stop just short of the first. It looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Tigers will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage. The drive keeps going.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Montgomery. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. Recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And bulldozing his way through. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And there's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Gets the first and still running. Touchdown, Auburn. It was a foot race and he won it. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. It's a shotgun run call. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Montgomery. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Completion sets up a 2nd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. You get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. Pressure is coming. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Quarterback will just sneak it now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Stop at the 33, and that's enough to make a first down.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. To throw, it's Montgomery. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this second half because I think it not only do you come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Looking to chuck it again. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but...
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. It's QB sneak. Touchdown Tigers. And they will claim the second half lead. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Across the 40 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion. A 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Murphy. That picks up a 1st down. A spotted at the 39.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 2nd down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Long enough and good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, that last possession went for it in 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. A running play called on 4th down. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do... You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Strong run keeps the drive going. First down now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying to extend the play. There's contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Back to pass. It's Montgomery. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Hit as he released it. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. He's going to hand this off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
I like the call here. Third down and long, you know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wide out. And he's got it. Runs out of the 46, good enough for a 1st down. The Tigers will crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Play action fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and
he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. To throw, it's Montgomery. Receiver makes the catch, and he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Can they play key boy here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Hand off to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Auburn Tigers.